Hello, and welcome to King POSH's Garage. Today, I want to show you a fantasy all-wheel drive drift tune. And what I mean by fantasy is a tune that probably just wouldn't work in real life, but this is a tune that I used to use way back in the Fujimi Kaido days. Weak Sauce was saying how to tune cars on my channel, and I said, you know what, I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore. So here's the share code to this one. But you're going to at least see what I used to tune over 15 years ago. So let's have a look at this VW Beetle. So first off, let's get right down into what I've done to this thing first. It's got a 4.0 liter flat six all-wheel drive with a twin turbo. I removed the front bumper, and there is no rear wing, and I removed the rear bumper. Here we got a stock tire compound, just so I could keep it in A. 165 in the front, 165 in the rear, so everything's stock for the most part. Even the rims are stock. I just want to leave it looking as stock as possible. It's got 15s in the front and 15s in the rear. It's got a stock transmission. Since it's all-wheel drive, it would just go rip to a 7-speed, so we've got a 6-speed in here. It's got a race driveline and a drift differential. It does have race brakes, so that's always a plus. And it's got the drift springs and dampeners. And anti-roll bars for both the front and the rear. No roll cage to save weight. And race weight reduction. Yes, this can add numbers to your thing. As you can tell, it goes to 736 and the green numbers and everything. But, as I said, it adds weight. I'm down to 1935 pounds. This would take me over 2,000 pounds. So, you know, power to weight ratio. And everything here. All race. All the way through. 957 horsepower pumping out of this little Beetle. Crazy. So let's look at that tune that I talk about, fantasy. I don't tune like this anymore, so if you're new to the channel, this is the only car you're going to see this tune on. Alright, so first off, we're doing 55-55. Alright, here's my gearing. And the alignment is where the fantasy is. So this is what I ran. Alright, I did a negative 4.8, negative 4.9. Toe front was a 4.6 and rear was a 4.9 with a 6.7 on angle. And this is what this is a roundabouts of what I was running when I was doing Fujimi Kaido back in the day. You know, a lot of us were, just to get that max angle, and switchbacks and whatnot. The anti-roll bars are just in there for the save weight, so I just put them down to 1 and 1. Alright, this is my springs. Alright, 604 and 603. 7.3 and 7.3, keeping it even. Here's my dampening, 7, 9, and 6 and 8. There is no downforce to worry about. Braking was 30% to the rear with 130% pressure. And then my differential, it was actually 76, 46, 97, 97, but I decided to put the 86 in there because I wanted to make it more my style than I'm running now. So, there you go. Yeah. And there's the tune for the Volkswagen Beetle from 1963. A lot of people were, always using this car back in the day. They loved it. So I figured, I would show off my tune. So let's take her outside, as we are, as you know. And show you what she can do. If we get to go out there. Oh, bounce. I mean, there really is very little difference between my cars today than these. I think my cars mimic how I used to tune. When I used to tune like I didn't know what I was doing. It does very, very well. Helps to know what gear you're in. I can't see the gear selection from where I'm sitting. Yeah, another Beetle. So yeah, second gear. This thing will destroy lobbies, though. I've already taken it to the lobbies when I made it, just to make sure it was good. And I mean, you're going to be rocking like, second gear pretty much the whole entire time, and it's going to do just fine. It's a very slippery car for just having stock tires on there, so you just got to watch it. But there's always that handicap when you go online. Do you ever notice there's a difference between testing your cars outside, like here right now, and then going into an online drift lobby? I guess it's because you're working with other people's networks and whatnot. But there always seems like there's like a little more of a handicap when it comes to drifting online. The cars might just act different. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. If you do, definitely let me know in the comments below. But yeah, it's a pretty fun car. I enjoy it. Even it just takes me back of just how things used to be. And then I just got tired of doing basically the same thing over and over again, and I had to move on. First gear, working it. Ever since they fixed that point system, I haven't been able to beat that number. Now, there are 3 cars in the game right now that have this tune on it. Alright. And that's why I've said I'm only going to show you guys this. Alright. But if you want to know the other car that has the exact same tune as this, well, it's the other Beetle. the Forza edition. This one right here. Same exact tune. Made a little different gearing just because of the, you know, the 400 and something horsepower versus 900 horsepower. You know. So here's at least the tune for that too. I mean, you're gonna see it might look different, you know, just because the power difference. But as you can tell, it's exactly the same alignment and anti-roll bars. Springs are a little different. All right, and so is the ride height. All right. All right, dampening 7968. And then, because there's a big wing in the back, I had to just take the rear and take it all the way down to speed. And then 70% to the front with 130% pressure, so it's more my style. And then, as you can see, still more my style now. 76, 86, 97, 97 with 71% going to the rear. It's I'm transitioning stuff back over to what I like to run. I guess you guys would probably want to share code to this thing too. Like, wow, you're showing that thing too. Why don't you show the share code? Yeah, I should do that. I totally forgot. Here, let me just bring that up there. Load setup while I'm out here. See? Bring that up. Okay. So there's two of them. It would be the newest one because that's when I fixed some things. There's the share code to that. Got it? Good. And this one's fun too. I took him to an online room too, and it did just fine. I didn't like the first tune that I first put up. I was like, oh man, this thing's great. And I shared it, and then I went online. And I should have went online drifting before sharing. And I found out I was not in the right gears I wanted to be in. And I decided to tweak the gearing a little bit better, and then I reshared it the next day. And yeah, it does a lot better. You know, it's still a Forza Edition car, so, you know, there's that. It's really meant for speed, it's not meant for drifting. As you can tell there, that's why it looks like a drag car. So you're hardly going to see anybody running this. And of course you got to do the story modes to get both of these cars. So if that was your question, you probably will ask in because, you know, most of you only watch through the share codes and then leave. But yeah, so there's this one, and then there's one more Volkswagen that has, I believe it has the tune. I was really just working around Volkswagen when I was putting this tune on, and I believe it's this one. I believe it's that. We'll take it and look. It's been over a week since I tuned these vehicles, and I do not remember. The only thing we can do is just look and see. 55, 55. There's the gearing. Okay. Yes, this is the third one that I did. So it's, you know, say if you don't have the VW Beetle and you want to try this tune and everything else, but then take my, you know, 92 Volkswagen Golf GTI. No anti-roll bars. Springs 355, 336. Dampening is 20s all the way down. Alright. Trying different things on different cars, you know what I mean? 70 and 130. And then 76, 86, 97, 97. But 43% going to, you know, the front. You know, there's more power going to the front than there is the rear on this one. Like I said, I'm trying things with the old tune. And too, it does go sideways. Even with all that power, you know, a little bit of power going to the front, you wouldn't notice, would you? Of course not. Not until after you see this video. It has no problem going sideways, even though there's more power in the front. Just means for better control. If you turn the wheel as you're floored, it just goes. See? I can just keep floored the whole entire time. And it does fine. Like when you go over here, you can get the tires to spin first. Yeah, you can kind of see the front tires did spin faster, quicker. I was just going to tune this car and just put it up on the auction house. And I had the paint job as drift, just so people knew it was drifting. And then I fell in love with it, and I kept it. So yeah, there are my fantasy tunes, all-wheel drive, all A800s. You know, for the Volkswagens, the Beetles, yeah, and the Golf GTI. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I guess if you need the share code, I can show the share code of this thing, dude. No, so let me get that for you. There you go. Anyways, there's the share code. I covered all bases, so I just showed 3 cars in 17 minutes. Sweet. Got it? Good. I just showed you the tunes. I didn't show you what was on this, but as you can tell, this one here, it's very simple. Alright, disappeared there. Stock compound, drift suspension, all-wheel drive, 668 horsepower. You know, the norms. Alright. Nothing special. You make it how you want to. As you can tell, I got the TC105 ends on there. I've got the body kit on there, at least. Not on the no rear wing. Street rear bumper. And a, you know, street side skirt. So, everything else is, you know, if you see my videos, then you'll know what I have. 1.6 liter. How much does this thing weigh? So then you can compare it to yours. If you build one, 2,238 pounds for that. Okay. Then we'll go back, just show you the basics on the other Beetle. It's got the 2.0 liter flat 4, as you can tell, 456. I figured this was a little bit more complex for you guys. All-wheel drive. There's that. Tires, if you really want to know. It's got a snow tire compound on that one too, as well. TC105 ends on there. 15's in the front, 15's in the rear. And then power wise, to get what I got, you got the stock cams, stock pistons, sport turbo, and a race intercooler to get that kind of power with the race flywheel. Okay, here you got drift springs and dampeners at least on there. Alright. Stock transmission, stock drive line, and a drift differential. Everything to get it to an S1 900. The other ones were A-Class. Of course, this was just to, give it some sort of power to get it drifting. That's what we have that set at. So yeah, cool. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, and I will catch you guys next time. Don't expect me to be showing off this tune much in the future. Like I said, it's how I used to tune. I threw it on 3 different cars to see how it would handle. Tuned it a few different ways, and it's pretty much all the same to me. Yeah, so have at it with those 3 cars, and let me know in the comments below what you think of them, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay sideways, my friends.